A UC police officer indicted for murder and voluntary manslaughter.
He wasn't dealing with someone who was wanted for murder, okay? He was dealing with someone who didn't have a front license plate.
And now the Cincinnati community and the entire nation reacting after seeing the video of that traffic stop that ended with 43-year-old Samuel DuBose dead.
If it were not for that video camera, Sam would be no different than all the other incidents.
Shot fired! Shot fired!
His family is asking for justice, but at the same time, wanting peace in the city.
So I just thank God that everything is being revealed. Just lift up their heads in prayer and thank God, because this one did not go unsolved and hidden. So just lift up your heads and thank God and give him the glory, and we're going to continue to fight together.
A lot of faith and emotion from the mother of Samuel DuBose after that July 19th shooting. She used biblical analogies today, referring to herself at one point as a soldier ready for battle.
And tonight, reaction from church leaders who gathered as that decision about former UC police officer Raymond Tenzing was announced.
WLWT News 5's Curtis Fuller has much more on their reaction for us tonight. Curtis.
Well, Mike and Cherie, first I should tell you we are down here at the Hamilton County Courthouse. A rally is scheduled to start at 6:30. That is from the group Black Lives Matter. But you know, you talked about the church leaders across the board. We got a sense today that they were pleased with the decision handed down by Joe Deters. Strong support on that decision for an indictment.
Like many, this small group of people at Corinthian Baptist Church in Avondale watched as Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Deters announced the murder indictment of a UC police officer.
I think the nation has needed an example of a prosecutor willing to do a very hard thing, which is to charge a police officer.
My first reaction reminds me of a statement made by Martin Luther King: may justice roll down like a mighty stream. And I think today justice has rolled down.
The release of the body camera video created much discussion over the past several days, but Prosecutor Deters stood firm despite his critics.
It felt like it was unfair when the body cam video wasn't released, but if his reason was that he didn't want the officer's story to change, that makes sense to me.
As far as what's next,
I hope this UC officer received the full extent of the law. I mean, as I heard Deters say, he probably have life in prison, and so I hope he gets every day.
Now, several members of the clergy and community leaders will meet with UC President Santa Ono this Friday. They want to talk about this decision and where they go from here. Of course, they want to discuss a little bit more about this relationship between UC Police and Cincinnati Police, and we'll be hearing much more about that throughout the week. Reporting live, I'm Curtis Fuller, WLWT News 5.
All right, Curtis, thank you. And community leaders seem to be on the same page here regarding the use of body cameras now and how this modern tool is really so necessary. Many people telling us today, without the body camera video in this case, they believe today's announcement probably would have been much different.